your spirit and believe God for it. Don't wait till the battle is over. Shout right now. What's so funny to me is that you have people that don't have it like that. So they wear fake jewelry, not even the real stuff. But they want that look. They want that look because that's what it is. Or how about people that don't have it like that, but they will still spend $1,000 on a pair of tennis shoes because they want to be fly. Or they'll buy the high designer clothing. You know, I like nice things too. But when I look at some of the prices, I saw something recently. It was a cashmere sweatsuit. It was a custom cashmere sweatsuit, and I was curious. It said $8,500. I said, wow, that is nice. That's amazing, but that's way. You can take this back and put it up. You can put this up because I ain't nowhere near spending $8,500 on a sweatsuit. Oh, it was awesome. Oh, it was phenomenal. It was awesome. $8,500. I'm just not there. I'm not there. But my point is, when you have people that are into whatever they're into, clothing, cars, jewelry, TV, some entertainment, they go all the way. My reference today is 1 Kings chapter 18, where Elijah is on the mountain and there is a showdown on Mount Carmel. He calls for the prophets of Baal to call on their God, and they went to praying and dancing and cutting themselves with stones. I mean, they all out. They going for it. They worshiping their idol God. Nothing happened. Elijah prayed and fire falls down from the sky. But again, the point is, look at the dedication. And our, as believers, dedication to Christ. Hey, the same thing happens to me when I travel abroad. Gone to Africa several times, and I see the Islamic religion. They are committed to their prayer. They're committed to their prayer. Some of us may see certain sect of the women in the Islamic faith, how they cover themselves from head to toe. Now, you may not agree with that. You may not be in agreement with that, and that's fine. You don't have to agree with that. But isn't that dedication pretty impressive? That's pretty impressive. I don't agree with women that are not allowed to read or not allowed to learn. Thank God that there are a lot of religious reformations. They're changing and they're evolving. I'm glad for that. But I just want to make note of the kind of commitment they have to their religion, to their faith. Wow. Even the Jehovah's Witnesses. No, Bishop. Yeah. They put Christians to shame. We can't get folk to come to church. Come to church. I never will forget, I was in Pittsburgh. I was preaching, and they were having a Jehovah's Witness convention. The convention was there. When I tell you, it was 1 million Jehovah's Witnesses there in Pittsburgh. You couldn't go nowhere. And they were, in their words, evangelizing the city. Man, you go to breakfast, lunch, or dinner, if you went to the store, if you went anywhere, there they were, passing out their literature, shaking hands, trying to meet you, and do you know the Lord, and can I talk to you about the Bible, and all of that. You know, their dedication is amazing. Now, you need to understand that Jesus Christ is the Son of God, and He is God in the flesh. If we could just bring y'all there, man, we could. Jesus. I got to change y'all perspective, but I mean, the dedication, amazing. Amazing. As a matter of fact, you'll see the Jehovah's Witness building. Do you know it's like 5 or 6 congregations that use the same building? You can't get Christians to do that. Share a building? Like, I don't have my own church building. Now, we got some that need a place to worship, so we'll rent them the space. But a shared ownership? Oh, you couldn't get no Christians to do nothing like that. Are you kidding me? That's laughable. It's laughable. I mean, and I could really go on and on and on about our faith, that when we talk about worship, sometimes we definitely need all of that redefined. We need to hit the reset button and go again about worship, because God should be first. Okay, seek ye first the kingdom of heaven and his righteousness, and all these other things will be added unto you. That our commitment to God should be primary. Nothing should rival our commitment to the Lord. Your leaders, Christian leaders, should be true, pure, and authentic, never manipulating and taking advantage of the Lord's people. I have been in Christian settings that have been manipulative, that have been in some ways taking advantage of people. I do not endorse it, or certainly it's not my practice. But it is amazing that it seems like when there is dogmatic leadership, overbearing leadership, controlling leadership, people respond. People respond to a dictator. People respond to fear tactics. Why is that? Why don't people respond to love? You know, have you ever thought about your kids, right? Right? You cook, you clean, you provide for them, you give them everything. You love them. You take them here and there. You love your kids. And, here's a kid is whatever. They're doing something they shouldn't be doing. Say, sit down. Okay? And you want them to respond to your authority and your love. Sit down. They don't. They keep on going. So you change the tone. You better sit down. And they try to sit down for a minute, but they get up and they still be going. And what you say is, oh, you don't understand when I talk to you like you got some sense. And so the mother or the father will say, sit your blankety blankety blank down, son of bank to the bank. I'll come down there and beat your blankety blankety blank. So now you got to cuss and act like a fool. Now they understand that. Isn't that the craziest thing? Like, you gonna understand when I beat your butt. You don't understand. Sit down, sweetheart. You don't understand that. But you need the cursing and the screaming and the threats. I'm gonna kill you. What is that, y'all? Somebody help me. Y'all, please comment. I will be reading. I want some information here. Help me understand that. Why is it that we as humans, sometimes we don't respond to love? We respond to ignorance. Okay, here's a girl. There's 2 guys. This guy love her. He got a good job. He's providing for her. He pay for everything. He take her here. He take her there. He kiss her on her forehead. He call her boo and honey. Here's another guy, cheat on her, crack her upside the head, smack her, and curse her out. Why does she love this guy? Why does she respond to this and not that? What is that? Somebody please tell me, what is that? What is that? The world, sin, that's this guy over here. Sin chew you up, spit you out, leave you for dead, steal years off of your life. It'll rob you of your marriage, rob you of your purpose, rob you of your health, rob you of your money. Like, sin do you nasty. And God breathes the breath of life into your body, loves you, sent his son to die for you, forgave you of sin, restored you, embraced you, adopted you into his family, empowered you with his spirit, and made all of his access and his grace available to you. Made access to his grace available to you. Why is it that we have spent $1 million on drugs, alcohol, cigarettes, women, men, sin, everything that have left us bleeding and dying on a Jericho road, where we complain about giving $100 to God? Just somebody help me understand that. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. You know, I've been in ministry all of my adult life, and people have come to the Lord, and I cannot tell you how many testimonies I've heard when they come to the Lord. They say, oh, I used to have hundreds of thousands. I used to spend millions. I was out in them streets. I had all that money. I was blowing money on women, on drugs, on alcohol. I was flying. I was doing this. I was buying. It was nothing for me to go out and spend $5,000, $10,000. Okay, can you sow $100 to the church? I ain't got it. No, I ain't got it now. I have heard that story a zillion times. Zillion times. How much money? Okay, I don't know. I don't know who's on. I don't know if people on that have used drugs, any formal drug users, former alcoholics, former whatever. Didn't you spend like thousands, like hundreds of thousands? I mean, I know it was bad because if you was deep into it, you robbed your mother, you stole from whoever you could, you pawned your wedding ring, you sold everything you could just to get high, just to get a hit, just to whatever. And you got people that's gambling, okay, the gambling addiction. Oh my God, they'll work 2 weeks, get their whole check, $2,000, $3,000 check, go to the casino and burn it, set it on fire, poof, set it on fire, $2,000, like it ain't nothing. And be busted, and sometimes we'll even laugh about it. Man, I had a good time, man. I'm telling you, I almost won. I'm telling you, if that number had came, man, oh, $2,000. But if they would never consider giving that to the Lord, to the church, to the work of the Lord. They would never consider that. Somebody have to, it's not logical to me. It doesn't compute. Not when we say he is our God. You mean bow down and worship and kneel before God? Yeah, God. But he don't deserve that kind of devotion, commitment, love, consistency. Not even the consistency that we give to a TV show. A TV show. Every week, right there. All the time. A basketball game. Whatever it is. We'll binge watch. How many of you have ever binged watched? Where all day, 6 hours. 6 hours? 6 hours? You mean 6 hours? You watch the same show for 6 hours, just series after series after series. And we do that. Like, what do you have in your life that, for God, that rivals that? Is there any behavior that we have in our life that rivals or overshadows that? Most of us can say no. No, honestly, I can't think of anything that I've done for the Lord that rivals my commitment to the doggone show, whatever. The movie theater, I go. It's a lot of hot movies out. I go. It's getting more and more expensive, I can tell you that. But I go. But you know, you'll be in that movie theater. How many of y'all remember, what was that movie? Leonardo DiCaprio, the Titanic. Was it like 3 hours? 3.5 hours? My God. People go to the movie theater, 2-hour movie, 3-hour movie, sit there. Don't even get up. Got to go to the bathroom, they hold it. Come to church, 1 hour service. Man, they won't show up on time, and they certainly got to go to the bathroom. Man, please, they just got to stretch their legs. I heard they got donuts in the hallway. They go and get some donuts and a cookie, something. We really want to reevaluate and redefine the whole ideal of worship so we could make sure that the Lord is first in our lives. All right? Navigate on your screen and release your support. I'm calling for that $22 seed this week for the support of the Daily Bread. All right? Make sure that you sow today. Give and support the work of the Lord. If the Lord inspires you to sow beyond that, by all means, do that and watch the Lord bless you. Okay?
Got to find something in life. Life is going to take you from nobody. I got a witness. I dare somebody throw your hands up, anoint them, fill them with your spirit. Believe God for it. Don't wait till the battle is over. Shout right now.